Madam Foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict?
It has, sir.
And is that verdict unanimous?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm going to read to you each count. Please give me the jury's unanimous response. 1, how do you find as to count 1, endangering the welfare of a child?
Guilty.
2, how do you find as to count 2, murder?
Not guilty.
3, how do you find as to the charge of aggravated manslaughter?
Guilty.
And you did not answer question 4?
No, sir.
At this time, thank you, Madam Foreperson, you can be seated. At this time, I'm going to poll the jury. Members of the jury, you've heard the verdict as read by your foreperson. At this point, I'm going to ask each juror by number, except the 2 alternates, to respond yes if the verdict read by the foreperson is your verdict, no if the verdict read by the foreperson is not your verdict. Juror number 2.
Yeah.
Juror number 3 is empty. Juror number 4 is alternate. Juror number 5.
Yes.
Juror number 6.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 8.
Yes.
Juror number 9.
Yes.
Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 11 is an alternate. Juror number 12.
Yes.
Juror number 13 has been excused. Juror number 14.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16. Is counsel satisfied that the verdict is unanimous?
Yes.
At this time, I would ask the clerk to record and note in the minutes that the verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the function you have performed is one of the most important civic duties you can ever be called upon to fulfill. With the return of your verdict, your service in this case is complete.
The aggravated manslaughter is a lesser included to the murder. There's always some debate, I guess, back and forth as to whether or not a lesser included should be added. Do you think here, Katherine, for the prosecution, it was smart for them to add that lesser included? Because ultimately, if they didn't add the aggravated manslaughter and they lost on the murder, we'd just be talking about endangering the welfare of a child, which in my calculation is just 5 to 10 years in prison. So was it a smart move by the prosecutor to add that lesser included?
I think so, and I agree that they included that because we saw how the defense put up a really good expert that said that Corey died of pneumonia, not of abuse, and there were a lot of questions as to the bruising internally, the bruising of his internal organs as to whether that's caused by the beating. So by providing that lesser included, then the jury was able to convict him of that as opposed to the lower charge against him. Now, I think that he won't get the lower sentencing of 10 years, where I'm sure the prosecutors are going to ask for the 30 years because of the treadmill video that they played in court, frame by frame, and a lot of people were crying when they were showing that. Some even stood up because they could not take anymore what they were seeing that this father was doing to his 6-year-old son. That will weigh heavily on his sentence.
Absolutely. And speaking of sentencing, we're being told is going to happen August 2nd at 1:30 p.m. But just a quick note as well. As I think of being convicted on the lesser included, I got to imagine the defense is going to make some kind of appeal and say it should never have been added. Because if they win that argument, by murder, by aggravated manslaughter, and their prosecution stuck with the endangering the welfare charge, that could potentially be a big win for the defense. So we're going to pay attention to that August 2nd sentencing, but also a potential appeal that could follow. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back. But on the other side, we're going to be talking to Michelle Troconis, so don't go anywhere. We'll be here on Law and Crime.